I forgot. Y'all may not get notifications like you should. Oh no, it's people coming in. Y'all coming in. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. We got some things we got to talk about. We got some things we got to talk about, y'all. It is going down, y'all. It's going down. Okay? Let me see if I can find it first. We're going to get started. Okay, so Summer Walker, who I guess is, I don't know who she is, child, a rapper or something. And she has a baby by the guy London on the track. I have no idea what his, I don't know who he is. I don't know none of these people. I mean, I have heard of them, but if somebody forced me to recite some of their music lyrics, they be did away with me, child, because I don't know. So apparently, Summer Walker posted some pictures of her baby. I'm gonna read the article, and then we'll go from there. Let me say hi after I read the article. So Summer Walker responds to fans' criticism over a photo of her child. So she says, I won't post my baby, so stop asking. And what she meant by that is she won't post her baby's face because she has been posting pictures of the baby, but she's, putting something over the baby's face so you can't see the baby's face. Summer Walker responded to fans who criticized a recent photo she posted with her newborn child on today, I think, or yesterday. The R&B star shared a picture on Instagram of herself holding her young daughter, whom she and London on the Track welcomed back in March. On Twitter, some fans expressed concern over the 2 month old's size. So they were saying that the baby looked really small for her age. So one person on Twitter said, Child, I'm praying for Summer Walker and her baby because WTF is this poop? One fan tweeted. Others referred to another one of Summer's recent posts where she appeared to be mixing hemp, hemp seed hearts, raw honey, and mushroom powder into a drink for the baby. I just know Summer Walker not really feeding her baby seeds, honey, and shrooms. One fan wrote, CPS, go get that baby before I do. Now that's where we gonna stop. So people have been threatening to call CPS on Summer Walker because she posted a picture. See, this is where y'all mess up at. She posted a picture of her kitchen, and in there is a blender and raw honey, hemp seeds, and some type of shroom concoction. Something that's supposed to be healthy, but none of these things are healthy for children, for babies, for infants. So what it looked like was Summer Walker was mixing all of these things together and making baby formula instead of giving her baby um, store-bought formula, or instead of breastfeeding her baby. Now, some people are saying that she's not breastfeeding because She has implants. I don't know nothing about no, can you breastfeed with implants? Can you not? Breastfeed with implants, and some can't. I don't have implants. I've never had implants, and I'm definitely not gonna get implants at the age where I am now. I breastfed both of my children, um, for the first 4 months of their lives, and I probably would have went longer if I had not been working, but I had to go back to work, and I put them on formula. Now I do understand that people younger people are looking at formula like it's not natural. A lot of babies, you put them on one, like my oldest son. We had to try 3 or 4 formulas before we found one that fit him, because he was having skin issues, he was having stomach issues. It was just so many things going on until we found a formula that was right for him. And I know, a lot of young people now are looking towards a more holistic approach to, feeding their babies. And I don't have a problem with that at all. If you can find something that works for your child, but you have to make sure that these things that you find are healthy. There is no doctor probably on this planet that will recommend giving raw honey to a child under a year old, because children have not built up their tolerance to a lot of things that are inside of raw honey. Raw honey can contain some type of bacteria that can make small babies very sick, very, very sick. So you don't give honey to a baby under a year old. And even with my grandkids, I still was like, okay, well, don't give it to them right at a year. Let's even wait, after that, to make sure that, their little systems are strong enough for that. I um I think the majority of my no, no. Half of my grandkids were breastfed and the other half were bottle fed. I don't have a problem with Summer Walker wanting her child to have a more holistic diet, because I guess Summer Walker herself is trying to be plant-based. It looks like she has some problems with veganism, and that didn't work for her. Some people were saying that she wanted her baby to be vegan, and all of this kind of stuff, and that's fine when your baby is old enough to tolerate regular food. And this whole thing with people wanting to call CPS on people that people seeing you on the internet, and you do something that they don't like, and then, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna call CPS on you. Just like I had somebody in my comments one time say that they were gonna call the animal control people on me because I didn't groom my dog. Because I wouldn't cut his hair down. I wasn't grooming him. I wasn't taking him to the groomers, and his hair was too long. And they said that they were going to call animal control. This is the ignorance that we have on social media. People are stupid, okay? Just stupid. But I need Summer Walker to stop posting pictures of that baby and what she is doing. What you doing should be between you and your baby daddy, not you and the entire internet. And then when they say something that you don't like, you get upset. There are a cajillion crazy people out here on the internet. Just cool, cachoo people, like people that in their basement crazy and just don't have anything else to do and just have great internet and Wi-Fi access. This is how crazy people are out here on the internet. They waiting for you to post a picture or something. If you kick my water, Gizmo, let me move because if this dog, you didn't see my water, huh? You didn't see my water right there? I think you was doing that on purpose. It's people out here just waiting for you to do the slightest thing so they can be on you like white on rice. And when oh, now the straw in the way. And when there's a child involved, like just don't you don't see Beyonce posting what she feeding her kids. You don't see Beyonce even really posting pictures of her children. And the pictures that she do post are approved by her. You're not going to ever see her post a picture of her children, what they're eating, what school they go to, what clothes they wearing, because that's none of your business. And she knows how ignorant people are on the internet. I wish some of these celebrities would really take a page out of Beyonce's playbook. Like she got the whole playbook out there. Beyonce, Sierra, all of these um celebrities that keep their kids in a bubble are doing that for a reason. Because they know how ignorant people are on the internet and they don't want to deal with that. They don't want to deal with it, period. So they keep certain things away from people so that you can't say nothing. You can't say anything if you don't see my child, you can't say nothing. And so then she's, on her story cussing out her fans and stuff because they're coming at her crazy. And that makes absolutely no sense. In order to shut all of that stuff down, just don't post no pictures because you know that people are not going to understand that. They're not going to understand. And so the picture that they posted on that she posted of herself and her baby, the baby looks small. The baby, little legs and stuff look skinny, but some babies are just like that. If they're long babies, they do sometimes have thin limbs, just long, lanky babies until they start to put on some fat. And all babies don't put on fat. All babies are not fat. You have some babies that are just naturally thin. I don't know what Summer Walker looked like before she had a baby, but she looked like she could have been thin as a child also. Believe it or not, I was a thin child. So you never know what the baby is going to look like. I was a very thin child, and then I just started to put on weight when, I went through puberty. I was a real little baby. Now, that could be the reason why her baby is that small, or she could be given, whatever this concoction is that she is making for the baby instead of a regular formula could be making her baby small. We don't know. And in order for this not to happen, that stuff that goes on in her kitchen should have been kept private. Then none of this would have happened. She know how social media is. She knows that people go through your stories with a fine tooth comb. They go through your stories, they go through your Instagram page, they go through your Twitter with a fine tooth comb. So why would you post something that you know that you're going to get criticized for? And I don't even know what these shroom things are. Like, if anybody in the comments knows what these shrooms are, let me know. Because I ain't never heard of that. Now, I don't know if that's some health food, Whole Foods type stuff. Like all of the other stuff, yeah, I've heard of. Chia seeds and raw honey. And it was something else that was on the list also. Um, oh no, Janie. I'm sorry to hear about that, but I'm glad you're back. Chia seeds and chia seeds and raw honey and whatever those shroom things are. That's just a bad combination for a baby, period. You don't know how, well, for one, your baby is not and those shroom things, someone else did a video and they said that those shroom things are not for children under the age of 10. So are you just not researching what these things can do to your baby, or you just don't care? Which one is it? Because if I know that something is not healthy, something like honey is not healthy for my baby, there is no way in the world I would give that to my baby. Like when I was young, they used to make formula for us. Like our parents wasn't going to the store buying no canned powdered formula. I don't even know if they was making it. Well, they was making something, but they used to make I think they used to take like powdered milk and Karo syrup and water or pet milk or something and make formula for the I grew up on Karo syrup and water and all kind of stuff that you would not give to your kids now. Like you wouldn't give your baby a bottle with Karo syrup and water. Like you wouldn't do that now. But back in the day, those were the things that we survived and we still here. But now that of course would be considered unhealthy and not, good for um your baby. Chatty said I got upset when I had mine because I thought babies were supposed to have rolls. I was small and my right. All babies ain't supposed to be fat. All babies are not fat. I had one baby that was very thin. My oldest son was very small. And then my second one, he was a little roly poly oly. He ate everything. Everything. If it wasn't tied down, he was eating it. But my oldest son wasn't like that. Like his appetite was not, you know, as good as his brothers. So all kids are different. All babies are not meant to be fat. Is, a lot of that is genetics. And some of it is just parents overfeeding their children also, because I saw this baby on uh TikTok, and I think the mother said that the baby was 6 months old, and he was huge, huge. I don't think I've seen a 6 month old baby that big. And she said that he was totally breastfed. Huge baby. Like, and the mother was thin. And she looked like she was having a hard time holding his chunky self. So you just never really know um what the metabolism of your baby is going to be. But as long as you're feeding the baby healthy, like, the baby is eating healthy. If the baby is 6 months old, a 6 month old baby should not be eating McDonald's. Okay? Because their digestive system is not ready for all of that. They shouldn't be eating table food and stuff. Now, plant-based, if you are, cooking sweet potatoes and, mashing them up, putting them through the little baby food processor thing, then yeah. But Taco Bell and McDonald's and Burger King and French fries and all of that stuff for small kids, I'm sorry, I don't believe in all of that. And I did it, not 6 months, but I gave my kids when they were little McDonald's and all kind of stuff that if I had children now, I wouldn't be doing, because if I'm not gonna eat it, why would I, give it to a small child? And I do believe in, kids being on somewhat of a plant-based diet. I don't think that they have to be totally vegan, but I believe that they should be on a healthy or plant-based diet. Not saying that they should never have any meat. Of course, they should, they can have lean protein or whatever, but I really do believe that it helps kids out when they're on, a healthier diet, because all of these dyes and preservatives and hormones and antibiotics that, they are putting in the food, making the chickens grow faster, and, all of this kind of stuff is just not healthy. And so I do agree with Summer Walker if that is her, thought process, that she's trying to help her baby, but she needs to make sure that what she's giving her baby is not hurting her baby. And I really do just believe that she just needs to stay off the internet. So Chatty Cathy said, did she say it was for her baby? Or are fans just jumping to conclusions? Maybe this concoction was for her. Okay, that too. But don't do things that is going to upset your fans. And then when they get upset, you can't turn around and cuss them out. Don't put a bottle there, where, okay, what it was, this was how I saw the clip on someone else's video. So there was real food like tacos and, some other stuff for the people, for her and I guess her boyfriend. And she was like, this is for us. And then she panned over to where that the chia seeds, the honey, the baby bottle, the blender, the shrooms and stuff was, and she was like, and that's for the baby. That's for her. So of course, then people are assuming that she's gonna put that concoction in the baby bottle. And then, of course, when people see how thin the baby is, then they go into that, oh, she's starving the baby. Oh, I'm going to send CPS over there. And will y'all stop calling CPS on people that you don't even know? Leave these people alone. Because I bet you the main people that's calling CPS on Summer Walker, I bet you they house nasty, their kids dusty. They ain't taking care of their own kids. And they out here worrying about somebody else's baby. Your kid probably got on a pull up or a pamper that they didn't had on for 5 hours, and you out here got the audacity to want to call CPS on somebody else. It irritates me. Karen said, I cringe when I see brothers and sisters feeding their babies fast food. It leads to so many issues, and this is particularly true for melanated babies. It's true for all babies, not just us. Not, it's not just us, because it's not even just us with high blood pressure, diabetes, any of these chronic illnesses. It's not just us. But for whatever reason, the media wants people to believe that only African Americans get sick and have diabetes and are obese. It's as many um, chronically ill Caucasian people as it is Black people. It's as many white people. Like, I belong to a Facebook group for high blood pressure because I have high blood pressure. There is as many or more white people in that group, white and Hispanic people in that group, as it is Black. The only people that I really don't see in there is Asian. The fast food is not good for any of us. Nobody. It's not good for anyone. Because if you really look at people, I'm even starting to see Asian small children fat. We ain't the only fat ones. Even the Asians. At first, all the Asians that I used to see were small, very thin, very petite. No, these Asian kids are overweight now. Almost every, I don't want to say everybody, but there's a large percentage of Americans that are overweight. And it's from the food that we eat. It's from the food and lack of exercise. So it ain't just us. But the media do want us to believe that we the only ones out here fat. We the only ones out here with diabetes. Shit. It's as you go to these hospitals and stuff, it's as many Caucasian people out here sick as it is us. It ain't just us. We ain't the only ones with high blood pressure, and we ain't the only ones with diabetes or any of these chronic type diseases. It's a whole lot. Right. If thank you, Fifi Love. If the child has failure to thrive or if the child is underweight, it is up to the doctor when she goes in for her appointments to tell her, hey, your baby is on the low end, of the scale. I done forgot, child, I ain't had a baby in so long. I done forgot what the scale is. What, when they tell you your baby is in the fifth percentile for height and weight and all that kind of stuff, they gonna tell her, then your baby is a little small. What are you feeding your baby? Because when you go into the when you take your child to now, unless she up in that line, but when you take your child to the doctor, they ask you all them kind of questions, especially a baby that young, like a couple of months old. They want to know what you're feeding the baby, how often is the baby eating, is the baby having regular um bowel movements and urine output, all of that kind of stuff. And I'm pretty sure if there's something wrong, the doctor is going to they should catch that right away because our baby is young. That's a little baby. Yeah, the American diet ain't good for nobody. None of us. None of us. Is the American diet. It's not even good for our animals. Like the food that they make is not even good for the animals. Have you noticed that a lot of people's pets, their cats and dogs, are even overweight? That's all that corn and grain and stuff in the dog and cat food that even the dogs can't process. Cause my dog has eczema. He is allergic to corn and wheat. So we have to be really careful with his food. And not only am I very careful with the dog food that he eats, I'm very careful giving him any type of table food, knowing that he has these, type of allergies. Now I will give him lean meat, chicken. We don't eat too much beef in this house, but I will give him chicken every now and then. And that's about it. Well, he does like potatoes, white potatoes. He likes sweet potatoes. So every now and then I will give and rice. I'll give him some rice. But other than that, he does not get any table scraps. But yeah, what we do here in America is totally different than, the way they feed people in other countries, the way they eat in other countries, the amount of sugar and sodium and stuff that we use in the food here is totally different than, how people eat and how food is processed in other countries. So yeah, it is extremely unhealthy. Janie said, "Yep, I can contest to that. I'm a, I'm a chubby white woman, and I just had a stroke because of hypertension. Now I quit smoking, exercise regularly now, and have to eat right from now on, or end up in the hospital." Yeah, I didn't even know. Like I really like the media will really have you out here thinking that only black people have diabetes or only black people have high blood pressure. But when I got in that group and I saw how many white people were in there and taking more medication than what I'm taking and one thing that I've noticed too about them is the majority of Caucasians in that group, their blood pressure runs higher than ours. Like our blood pressure, my blood pressure be high, but it don't be as high as some of y'all. So, like, we need to get that out of our minds that only black people have chronic diseases and all of this kind of stuff. The media they be on some mess for real, making it seem like only black people sick and only black people, smoke certain cigarettes. White folks been smoking cigarettes for the majority of them since they was 10, 11 years old. So we ain't the only ones smoking. But the media always portrays, African Americans in, this just weird light. But I ain't believing it. You ain't gonna make me believe it. Hey, Margaret. So I don't know. I really hope that, um, I really hope that, what's the girl name? Summer. I really hope that Summer will stop posting pictures for one thing. That's how you keep people out of your business is by not posting. I post what I want y'all to know. If I want you to know something, I will post about it. If I don't want you to know, you won't see it. Pictures of my husband, if I want you to see a picture of him, I will post it. If I don't, you won't. That's how it should be. Stop showing people, s- stop allowing these crazy people into your life because she knows that her fan base is young. Young people have extremely limited educational and emotional intelligence. So they will pick something and run with it, and it's just crazy some of the stuff that these people will do. And all they need is to hear one person say, "Oh, we should call CPS," and then before you know it, CPS has like 1,000 phone calls, and of course people are going to screenshot it, send that to the CPS people, and then they have no other choice but to come out and do a welfare check. So in order to avoid all of that, stop showing everybody your business. That'll fix that. Don't show people your business. Don't let people in your business. Keep some of the things about your life private. And I know celebrities want to be, they want to be relatable. You know, you want your fans to feel like you're relatable. They can relate to you. I'm a normal person, even though you may see me on TV or, I got a hit record. I still want to be relatable. If you're not relatable, then your fans will start to, I can't relate to, I don't even like her. She blah, blah, blah. And it's fine to be relatable, but keep certain things private. Keep certain things about your baby just like you don't want people, she doesn't want people to see her baby's face in all of the pictures that she's posting. The baby's face is, blurred out with an emoji or something. Just like you don't want people to see your baby's face, then don't show people what your baby eating. It's so simple. Because it just right now it just looks bad. Hey, Batman 1194, Gizmo over there sleep. It's good to see you too, Margaret. You've been gone for a minute. Just, don't even allow people in your life like that because you're just setting yourself up for a bad situation. And then, like I don't know this young lady's I don't know her background. So, I can't say like where's her parents? Mama, grandmama, auntie. It ain't nobody that can tell her, hey, don't post stuff like that because that's just not going to do anything but bring up a whole lot of issues. My grandkids, not only my grandkids, I watch all of their social media. I'll be on their mama's social media. I'll be looking at everybody. I'll be looking at the mama's social media, everybody, because that's how you know what's going on. So I don't know. I just wish. I mean, I hope things work out for her. I hope people are really not stupid enough to um call CPS on her. I hope they allow her to, allow her doctor to fix the situation if there is even a situation to be fixed. Right. Right, Janie. Things need to stay private or suffer from the keyboard crazy bandits. And who in their right mind wants to deal with the keyboard crazy people? Like who wants to deal with that? Especially if you don't have to. There's a way for you not to do it. Just don't post. Just don't post that kind of stuff. If you want to, oh, here go the baby and just post her feet in some socks. I'm not going to tell you what I'm feeding my baby. I post, if I find something, new, like I posted Gizmos, the dog food that he eats because, it's a special dog food. And if other people have a dog that, may have skin issues or whatever, this is a good brand. And so I posted it. But I don't post everything about him because I swear to God, when that person was like, I'm gonna call CPS on not CPS, I'm gonna call animal control and tell them that you're not grooming your dog. I just really couldn't believe that. And Gizmo did have an incident where animal control was called on him because he bit the vet. And anytime your dog, um, there's a dog bite that draws blood, they have to call animal control. And animal control has to come out and quarantine your dog for 14 days. When animal control came out to the house to talk to us about the incident at the vet, they took a picture of Gizmo. Not one time did they say, oh my God, your dog's hair is too long. When was the last time he was grown? Not one time did they ask about his haircut or anything. They wanted to see where his backyard to make sure that he could be contained in the house for 14 days and have some place to, go out and exercise. Not one time did they say, how often do you brush your dog or how often do they didn't ask any questions like that. But I had some idiot say, I'm gonna call and tell them that you're not taking your dog to the groomer. Not that you're not taking your dog to the vet. They didn't ask not one time when was the last time Gizmo had his shots or anything. But you're not taking your dog to the groomer. He's not getting a haircut. That's just how ignorant people are. Oh, the shirt fits cute. Did you see the I put a short. It's on my kind of like YouTube stories or whatever. It's a little short video, and he's got the shirt on. It fits cute, but Gizmo ain't he don't like clothes. But you gonna wear that shirt for the holiday. He gonna have that shirt on for the 4th of July for sure because it's like red, white, and blue, and it's kind of like tie dye ish. He gonna have that shirt on. He don't know, but he's going to. He gonna be just as cute as he want to be. He didn't like the shirt. I knew he wasn't gonna like it though, because he's not into clothes like that. And the crazy thing is, we have been putting clothes on Gizmo since he was a puppy because I wanted him to, get into wearing outfits while he was little so that he would, grow up and be like, okay, well, this is normal. It's never been normal for him. Like my first dog, she had so many outfits. Oh my God. And if she didn't love it, she act like she did. Like you would put a dress on her and she would just be prancing around. Like I could take her on walks with her little dresses on. And she had the cutest clothes. And she passed away, and we got Gizmo. And we started him when he was real young, buying him little t-shirts and stuff when he was real small. Gizmo was like, I don't like this shit. Leave me alone. All y'all. Gizmo has always had a bad attitude. And we thought he was going to grow out of it. We thought his attitude was going to change when he got old. No, he's got a bad attitude, period. Okay. Gizmo is the type of dog that I love you when I love you. I love you. Like I seriously love you. But if I'm not in the mood to love you, I don't. And I don't care if you love me. I don't. I mean, he will go on the opposite side of the room and go to sleep and take a full on nap. And then when he wake up and decide, oh, I have a human, let me go over here and play with my human, I can be asleep. I don't care. Oh, you asleep? Okay. You woke now? Oh, good. That's Gizmo. I have never seen a dog with an attitude like that. But he mine. He my dog. But I just want him to be cute so bad because the little clothes look so cute on him. But Gizmo's like, I don't want that mess. I ain't wearing them clothes. Give me your clothes. Did nobody tell you to buy that? But he gonna wear it anyway. I don't care. I mean, I don't force him to wear it for like all day. But I do like to put it on him and take pictures and stuff and let him walk around for a little while. And then if I see that he's really irritated, I'll take it off. So that's it, y'all. I just wanted to tell y'all what was going on with Summer Walker. Oh, there was a shooting here in the Bay Area this morning. A VTA driver for I think it was the train, not the bus line. I guess went into his job and killed 6 people this morning. And then I think he killed himself. I think he did. Authorities just confirmed that 8 people were killed this morning at the VTA light rail yard in San Jose, which is probably a good hour from where we live, depending on traffic. Multiple other people were injured, and in some cases, the injuries are major. The first reports of shot fired came in at 6:30 this morning. The police confirmed that the gunman was a VTA employee. He was 57 years old and divorced. They also say he is now dead and he took his own life. So you just never know who you working with. You don't never know what, people are going through. Like so many people are, still losing their homes. Their, homes are being foreclosed. It's just a lot of stuff going on. And it's a lot of mental illness. And I just, pray for all of those victims' families, because you get up in the morning and go to work. You are just like my husband left for work 2 hours ago. I'm expecting him to be home at a certain time. Like last night, my husband always sends me a text message and says, I'm on my way. Standard text message every night when he got work. So last night he sent me the text message because he gets off at 11:30. So about 11:33, 11:35, he sent me a text message and said he was on his way. Now we live about 10 minutes away from where my husband works. Now 12 o'clock, my husband, it was about 5 minutes to 12. My husband wasn't pulling up in the driveway. And I called. I was like, hey, where you at? And he was like, oh, I'm pulling in the driveway now. And I heard the car coming in. And I told him, I said, hey, if you going to be late, let me know. Just, he was like, oh, when I was walking out the door, one of the other employees, stopped me and we was talking for a minute. I said, okay, well, just shoot me a text and be like, hey, chopping it up with blah, blah, blah. I'll be home in a minute. Because I get worried. I get worried. Your family members, they go to work, and if they have a regular routine and you expect them to come home at a certain time, you expect them to come home at a certain time. Like, don't nobody want to receive a phone call that something has happened, especially something as tragic as this. To go to work and one of your coworkers has shot and killed one of your family members. So let's keep these people um in prayer, because it's sad. It is really sad. You don't know who you working with. You don't know what the person that you're working with is going through. Who knows? Maybe he had a problem with one of his coworkers, but why take out the rest of them? Who knows what that situation was. I kind of like don't really watch the news, so I'm not going to know the backstory unless somebody posts the article, because I had got that off article on Facebook. So just say a prayer for their family, and that's gonna be about it, y'all. Oh, so someone asked about the CBD. Um, This is the one that I use, and the company is Clean AF. It is no nicotine and no THC. Now I do have one that has THC, and these are disposable. So they are the disposable vapes. And I think these are $10. Yeah, I think they $10. I'm not really sure how many. Uh, oh, 300 puffs. So you get 300 puffs. I don't do that many a day, maybe 2 or 3 a day. So they'll probably last me for a while. This one is minty fresh. I think I have grape. Out of the 3 that I've tried, I like grape the best. The minty fresh tastes like medicine to me. I don't know. And I have watermelon ice. And this don't taste like watermelon. It just has a kind of fruity aftertaste. But it's 100 milligrams of CBD. So if you want to try it, that's it. Oh, and I get these from the smoke shop near my house. I think they have them at a lot of smoke shops, and you can get them off the website too. So that's that, y'all. I'm going to probably take me a nap. Hey, Crafts by D Rose. So I'm gonna take me a nap. Probably. I just got finished watching this movie on Amazon Prime called Pearl. It was pretty interesting. Oh, and is anybody watching Mayor? Is it Mayor of Easttown? Let me find it because I had put it on my Facebook. It's Mayor of something, child. It's Mayor of Easttown. It's on HBO. It is so good. If it's kind of like she's a detective. The main character is a detective, and she's solving crimes that happen in the city that she lives in. It's really good. So if y'all looking for something to watch on HBO, watch that. And this movie that I just got finished watching, Pearl, is on Amazon Prime. So if y'all have any good shows that you want me to add to my list of shows that I'm gonna watch, put them in the comments after I re-upload. So I'm making another top. So this is the first square that I've made. I've only made 2 squares so far. I just started. I want my number file. That's another one. So let me show y'all. Now I don't know how this gonna work out. Did my needle fall? No. I don't know how this gonna work out, but this the top. Can y'all see it? And I'm gonna wear like a little cami under it because y'all ain't gonna be looking all at my belly and stuff. But that's it. It is so cute to me. So it looks like it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 squares. We gonna see how that's gonna work. Cause I made mine a little bit bigger than hers. And if I have to add another one, I will. That's a good thing about crochet. Um, you can work it out. Okay. So that's what I'm working on. It's really cute. Y'all know that this whole crochet bohemian style thing is coming back. I was at the gas station the other day and saw a young lady, and she was young. She looked like she had to have been in her 20s. Had on a long crochet vest over some jeans and just like a little t-shirt. I was like, you better wear that crochet vest. Okay? You better bring the 70s back or the 60s or whatever era. It could have been the 70s because I don't remember crochet in the 70s. It had to be in the 60s. Maybe it was the 60s and some of the 70s. Who knows, child? I don't really, I can't really say that I know how to crochet. Like, I know how to do real simple projects, but this quarantine thing has kind of pushed me out of my comfort zone, and I've made more big projects this year than I ever have. Because I used to just stick to hats and scarves and stuff like that, but never really clothing items. So this is the first time that I'm really, stepping out of my comfort zone in making clothes. So I'm finna go, y'all. My throat done got dry and I done start coughing. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. And after this video goes up, if you can come by and say hey or give me a heart or something, it helps the algorithm. So I'll talk to y'all later. My ass was starting to act up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.